Welcome back, everyone. This is Drunk Bible Study Bonus Edition / Quiz Edition. We are doing Corinthians 2, the quiz. Yikes. I am not ready for this. It was only 3 episodes, and yet I feel woefully understudied and underprepared, but here we go.
Also, so we have this custom quiz written by Rockanon, who did also write a quiz for us previously in the Old Testament, just to jog our memories a little bit.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait.
It was 600 years ago.
That was 600 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have been replaced by an AI since then, so...
Oh, good. Good. So maybe you'll know all of the answers to this quiz.
Everything.
Jase.
Yes, it'll be perfect.
Dedeker Jase.
Or I will just hallucinate whatever answers that I want.
Jase is the man. Jase is a man.
I am a man. Yes,
He's the man.
This is true.
He is.
That is what I bring to this show, yes.
We need a relevant quiz. Paul's word salad. Okay, here we go.
Can you give us a sense of the scope of this quiz? Like how many questions?
Oh, that's a great
Sure.
question. How many questions indeed?
How hard
Sure.
might.
This is a 25-question quiz.
Woof. Dedeker's going to hate this.
Well, but
Is it quality? Then I might not hate it.
we'll see. And then there are some bonus questions at the end that, like I said, are not about the Bible, but are more about this show and things related to this show.
Okay.
So we can have some fun, cut loose with that at the end.
Okay.
Unless we're just so demoralized that we need to go cry in our beers.
I mean, we may.
We'll see.
We may.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Question number 1 from Rockanon's Drunk Bible Study 2 Corinthians quiz. Paul mentions that he and his companions suffered greatly in Asia. What modern-day country was he likely referring to?
Turkey.
Is it
Sorry.
A, China, B, Turkey, C, India, or D, who cares? This isn't drunk geography study.
Definitely that one, but also Turkey.
I would assume correct answers would be B or D, but the correct answer here is Turkey. Yes. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. Number 2. Who were Silvanus and Timothy in relation to Paul? Were they A, his personal bodyguards, B, coworkers in ministry who helped spread the gospel, C, 2 guys who owed him money, or D, the founders of the church in Corinth?
No, they were coworkers.
Probably.
That's
Though
my
maybe
guess
they also
too.
secretly owed him money because they're part of the cult. So
That's true.
they're working it off.
Well,
I think none of them have their own money, right? They all had to
Yeah,
pay it or they get
exactly.
force choked.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
coworkers?
I'm going to go with coworkers.
Great.
Fellow spreaders of the word. And that is correct.
Great.
Well done. Okay.
Great.
Coworkers. We're 2 for 2 so far. 3. Paul describes the Holy Spirit as a, quote, down payment. What does this metaphor mean?
Oh, yeah.
Is it A, the Holy Spirit is a temporary gift to believers until they get something better later? B, it means we only get part of God now and the rest comes after a good behavior review. C, God put 20% down on us and the rest is on a heavenly payment plan.
I mean, kind of.
D, Paul was making an early case for the prosperity gospel. Or E, the Spirit is a guarantee of future salvation and a foretaste of what's to come.
I'm assuming
Foretaste.
that? What the hell is foretaste?
I mean,
Yeah,
I made the argument that I think it's a preview of prosperity gospel, but
Yeah, I want to say that's the real answer, but all these seem legit.
Uh-huh.
Can we say?
Foretaste, a sample or suggestion of something that lies ahead. I've never heard that word in my life.
it's a little Costco food sample.
It's a noun. Okay.
Foretaste.
I'm gonna say
yeah, for some
E.
reason the word foretaste is really upsetting to me.
Have you ever heard that
I don't know
word?
what it is. No,
Mm-mm.
no. Like, okay, if I'm modern day us, I want to say the prosperity gospel one, but I think what he was actually going for was the foretaste.
Yeah, I think it's the foretaste.
Yes,
I like the
it's probably
foretaste.
the foretaste.
It's just a word. It's a new word that the 3 of us learned tonight.
Oh, boy. Yep. Correct. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I have a note for you, Rockanon. You did say the correct answer is the Spirit is a guarantee of future salvation. However, you labeled it as D, which is actually the answer that says Paul was making an early case for the prosperity
So it's kind of
gospel.
meta.
So
It's
you were
kind of meta.
You were kind of
All
hedging
right.
a little
Okay,
bit. when
I
you
like
wrote the
that.
quiz.
I like that.
So did we get it right? What happened
Okay.
there?
We got it right.
We got it right. We crushed it.
Okay,
Yes.
cool,
Yeah,
cool.
3 for 3 so far.
Cool.
Okay. Number 4. When Paul says, quote, "We are a sweet aroma of Christ to God."
We are a sweet
What does he mean?
foretaste of Christ to God.
You're right. You're right. A, God is the ultimate chef, seasoning us with his grace.
I love that.
Can you smell what the rock is
Wait,
cooking?
literally? Is
Jase,
that on
I don't
there?
think that
Shut
was.
up.
I don't
That's
think.
actually
Shut up.
written in the quiz.
Shut up.
That's actually
Shut
written.
up.
I couldn't help it. It wasn't my fault.
Okay, no
I
more.
didn't
You're
have
not
a
allowed
choice.
to say it ever again in your entire life.
It's actually written to the quiz.
I think this
Dead.
just means that Rockanon is fired from this podcast.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh,
Or
God.
B, believers through their faith are like a pleasing fragrance to God. C, the early church was known for its fine spices and incense. And D, God is the divine deodorant keeping us fresh in his presence.
Wait, I think all of these are
I
right.
know,
Are
I
all
know.
of them
All of
right?
them are right.
And in
yeah.
that episode, we did go off on that whole deodorant riff because of that quote.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then we were asking everyone what their deodorant would be, which was
Exactly.
actually really cool.
Exactly.
So that one?
Okay,
That
hold
one?
on. Can you give us a quick rundown of both
Okay,
the quote and the answers?
So the quote is, "We are a sweet aroma of Christ to God."
Yeah.
So as Adelia in the chat points out, Christ was the
And remember what
deodorant.
you're not allowed to say also ever again.
Chris. Oh,
A.
no, you're not.
God is the ultimate chef, seasoning us with his grace. Can you smell the rocks cooking?
Just gentle
B,
smell.
believers through their faith are like a pleasing fragrance to God. C, the early church was known for its fine spices and incense. Or D, God is the divine deodorant, keeping us fresh.
How about
in his
I'm
presence?
doing the church's
E, all of
incense.
the above.
Yeah,
I do
E,
think
all
the
of
church's
above,
incense
yeah.
probably attracted some Pokemon. But I think the real answer here is B.
Yeah, it's got to be B.
Yeah.
It's gotta be B. Yeah, that's correct. Well done.
Yay.
4 for 4. Okay.
Good job.
Question number 5. Paul tells the Corinthians to, quote, confirm your love for someone who has been disciplined by the church. Who is
Ooh.
this person and why was discipline necessary?
Oh, was it we thought it was the guy who boinked his stepmom.
Thought it might be that. Yeah.
Oh, that dude.
But I'm really curious to hear what the options are.
Okay. A man who had been excommunicated, possibly for sexual immorality.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's that. Brady says the Lannister guy, basically, yeah. B, Paul himself, because he just wanted more hugs.
Oh.
C,
No.
a Pharisee who was secretly a Paul fanboy. And D, a Corinthian baker who refused to make unleavened bread.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
A.
fun.
I mean, that would get some punishment.
That
That's
would,
cute.
yeah, but
Those
it's
are
gotta be
cute
A.
answers,
It's gotta
but
be
it's
A.
A.
Emily,
okay.
Jesus.
Those are cute
Such
answers.
disdain.
No, I'm sorry. Rockanon loves to doink on me, so I'm going to doink back. Dunk, doink, whatever we want to call it. Okay. Dunk.
Okay, great. Number 6. What was the deal with Moses' face glowing? Was it A, he got an ancient divine facial treatment?
Definitely.
B, he had been in God's presence and his face reflected God's glory? C, he discovered highlighter centuries before Sephora? Or D, Paul was throwing shade at Moses' skincare routine?
Can you imagine if
He was throwing shade at Moses in general.
Yeah. He's like shiny face, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Who cares?
It's got to be B.
Yeah. I'm going to say B and D.
I mean, D is pretty good, but
Throwing
okay.
shade at the skincare routine and also reflected God's glory. Okay, correct. Won't give us double points, but yeah, B was the correct answer there.
Okay, good job.
Okay, number 7. Paul asks, quote, do we need letters of commendation? What's his point? Is it A, he's throwing shade at people who think you need formal endorsements to do God's work? B, he lost his resume and was hoping the Corinthians would vouch for him. C, he wanted a LinkedIn recommendation from Timothy. And D, he didn't believe in written letters, only tattoos of affirmation.
Only tramp stamps of affirmation.
Like words of affirmation, but tattoos of affirmation.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, because you are my soul tattoo.
Oh, yeah. I also like the
Yeah.
idea that Paul accidentally ripped up his resume to weave this basket for himself. He's like, oh
yeah.
no.
It's like, I need paper. I can't rip up this letter I spent so much time on. But this resume.
A, right? What was A again?
Yeah, it was the one that wasn't silly.
The one that wasn't silly.
He's throwing shade at people. I guess it's still silly.
It's a little silly.
He's throwing shade at people who think you need formal endorsements to do God's work.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's-
Paul's
that
calling
makes
for
sense.
less government regulation on
He's
God's work.
libertarian is basically what you're
Uh-huh.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's correct. All right. Number 8. Paul says, though our outward man is decaying, our inward man is renewed day by day. What's he getting at?
Day by day.
Is it A, everyone has a strong, sexy inward man with big dick energy?
Hot.
B, we should ignore all physical health concerns and just focus on vibes.
Definitely.
C, spiritual growth and renewal are more important than physical decline. And D, this was a prophecy about Botox.
See?
Really big skincare theme.
You're right. Maybe that's a thing for Paul that we didn't catch before.
Paul is actually like very vain. We didn't know that.
Yeah. I think it's the vibes one.
Okay, yeah.
I thought it was C. No?
Spiritual growth and renewal are more important than physical decline. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, you're probably right, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with what Emily said.
Okay, sure. We'll go with C, the one Emily said. Yeah, interesting. Once again, rocking on. You wrote C, but you wrote the letter A before it,
Jeez, rocking on.
which is everyone has a strong, sexy inward man with BDE. So I think we can tell what Rockin' On was thinking about while
what Rockin' On was
writing this
hoping for.
question. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The answer he was hoping for.
It's okay, rocking on. It's written very well. I'll give you that.
Okay, number 9. In the context of Paul's letter, when he mentions the veil Moses wore on his face, what point is he making? A, he's pointing out that those who hold on to the old covenant are missing the full revelation of Christ. B, he's encouraging people to follow old traditions as a way of showing devotion. C, he's trying to convince everyone that Moses had a better system of laws.
No.
Or D, he's suggesting that the law was fine, but we just need a better interpreter.
Ooh, I'm torn between A and D. Because again, that whole thing was that he was throwing shade at Moses and like he was not that great, you guys. That's my hot take.
Yeah.
But wait, what was that?
A was, he's pointing out that those who hold on to old covenant are missing the full revelation of Christ.
I think A.
Yeah, that
think
sounds
it's
very
A. Yeah.
anti-Semitic Paul-like.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Anti-Moses, too.
Yes,
Anti-Moses.
Yes. And that's correct.
Yeah.
A, well done. Okay, number 10. What does Paul mean when he says, we have this treasure in clay vessels? Or the jars of clay.
Oh, he's got like hearts for Legend of Zelda.
Mhm. Coins and hearts, yeah.
Yeah. By coins, you mean rupees, Jase.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, the options are A, Paul was foreshadowing Link's quest to protect the Triforce in a fragile vessel. B, our earthly bodies are fragile, but the power of God shines through them. C, Paul is saying we're all like jars of clay, fragile, but with a hidden treasure inside. Probably a gold record or something. Or D, God is handing out treasure in clay jars, like a heavenly version of Oprah.
Did Jars of Clay
You
get a
get
gold
jar,
record?
and you get a
I don't know
jar.
the answer to this. I'm going to let y'all do that one.
Well, first I need to know if
gosh.
Jars of Clay got a gold record.
No, literally. I was
yeah.
like, there's no way, right?
They did. Yeah,
What?
they did. Well, Much Afraid got platinum, and then they had 2 albums that were gold.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so
I
maybe
mean,
it's that
Much
one.
Afraid was a really good
It was
album.
a really good
Like,
album. Yeah.
it was a legit good album.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Can you give us the
Um,
rundown again?
Yeah.
So A is Link's quest to protect the Triforce.
Pretty
B,
good.
our earthly bodies are fragile, but the power of God shines through them.
B.
We're all like jars of clay, fragile, but with a hidden treasure inside, probably a gold record or something. And D, God is handing out treasure in clay jars, like a heavenly version of Oprah.
I guess it's B.
Yeah, I
I
guess,
guess it's B, yeah. Okay.
This not stupid answer.
Once again, Rockanon has written the correct answer out, but actually wrote the letter A, which was the link in protecting the Triforce.
Which I also love.
I wonder if Rockanon, if this was drunk quiz writing study.
Ooh, I like, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So I think that you like wrote drunk and then edited drunk also instead of the Hemingway write drunk, edit sober.
Yeah.
So it's okay because it's a great quiz, but
I mean, we study drunk and take the quiz drunk, so it
matches.
It fits.
We're on the same wavelength.
It's fine. I just want to say, I feel like we're doing really well on this quiz, and I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like the problem with how well we've done in the quizzes in past years, months, weeks, days is just the quiz's fault. It's not our fault.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because it wasn't written for us specifically.
Yeah. We're bastions of responsibility.
Yeah, I like it.
That's right, because when that professor came on and wrote a quiz for us, we also did really well on that one.
I know.
Yeah.
And Rockanon, all I'm going to say is you better write the Revelations quiz because it's going to be our last quiz. And because it's my favorite book, I already know that it will be. Okay? I have been waiting for this book my entire life.
Seriously, she has. Or
Okay.
foretaste.
So Rockanon, you better be with us still. You better have not gotten killed in any of your spy.
In the last
spy hullabaloo.
Rockanon was a spy.
Yeah, Rockanon is a spy.
Okay. Yeah,
so,
Rockanon's a spy. But in the next couple months, because I know we're only doing this for like a hot second longer.
Mm-hmm.
We're so close.
I know.
Don't,
it's scary.
Don't fail us now.
Do not.
Yeah. Don't get bored of us at this point. You're too committed. You can't. You can't.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
How many more do we have?
Lots. We just did 10. We're 10 for 10. We're doing great. We have 25 questions.
Oh, God. I jinxed this. Okay.
Wait, is that
let's not jinx
including the bonus or not including the bonus questions?
Not including the bonus.
What?
Oh, okay. We got it. We got to pick this up.
Rockanon. Jeez. Calm down.
We got to pick this up.
Let's go.
Okay. 11. Does Paul subtly criticize others in his letters like a biblical version of a subtweet?
Yes.
A. Yes. Paul loves throwing shade at people who don't get it, but he does it in a way that only chill, cool Christians will understand. B. No. Paul would never use indirect criticism. He's all about open, in-your-face rebukes. C. Actually, Paul was the original subtweeter. He uses his letters to express all his thoughts without naming names. Classic passive-aggressive apostle. Or D. Paul was a straight shooter. If he had Twitter, his tweets would have been all caps and no filters.
See? I don't know.
I could see an argument for many of those.
Many of those, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess I'd go with A.
Which one?
He does it in a way that only chill, cool Christians will understand.
I don't know. I could see it being C. What was C again?
Actually, Paul was the original subtweeter. He used his letters to express all his thoughts without naming names.
Mm-hmm.
Classic passive-aggressive apostle.
Because he doesn't name a ton of names. It's like he talks about how Chloe,
But she's the informer, not the one
she's the informer.
Being ratted on.
Exactly.
You're right. Yeah, it's got to be C. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Did we get it wrong?
I feel like Rockanon maybe fell victim to some propaganda here. But his answer was no, Paul would never use indirect criticism. He's all about open, in-your-face rebuke.
No, he ain't.
I mean, I can kind of see a weird argument.
He's kind of into both,
that.
though.
He's into both.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're going to have to debate that one.
Okay. We'll contest it.
Luckily, the quiz writer is here. So, yeah. Okay. What metaphor does Paul use to describe our earthly bodies? Is it A, a crumbling wall, B, a tent, C, a broken clock, or D, a fading flower?
A tent?
Yeah, remember we fold up our tents?
The tents, yes, we fold ourselves like a tent.
It was a tent. It was a tent.
Like a tent,
tents?
yes.
Tent.
Yeah, it's a tent. Well done. Okay. Number 13. In 2 Corinthians 5:17, Paul says that anyone who is in Christ is A, a new creation, B, a holy warrior, C, a disciple, or D, a forgiven sinner.
I think the first one.
A new creation?
A new creation. That sounds familiar to me.
Sure.
It does sound like something I've sung before.
Yeah, exactly, right? For sure.
Okay, correct. A new creation. Great.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay. Number 14. Paul says, we walk by blank, not by blank. In 2 Corinthians 5:7. Is it we walk by sight, not by faith? B, we walk by works, not by grace? C, we walk by faith, not by sight? Or D, we walk by knowledge, not by ignorance? Boy.
Faith and sight?
I guess faith and sight makes most sense. It could be knowledge and ignorance, though.
I think faith and sight.
I think faith and sight. Okay, C.
Yeah.
Faith and sight. Well done. Okay. Number 15. Who is the you Paul addresses in 2 Corinthians 5:12 through 13? Is it A, the Corinthians?
I don't know.
Or, rocking on? Or A, the Romans?
No.
Wait, what?
No.
Which A? AA or AB?
Yeah, so A, the Corinthians, A, the Romans, B, the apostles, or C, the Pharisees.
Well, we don't know what the verse even is.
Let's see. 2 Corinthians 5:12 and 13. For we commend not ourselves again unto you, but give you occasion to glory on our behalf, that ye may have somewhat to answer them which glory in appearance and not in heart. For whether we be beside ourselves, it is to be God, or whether we be sober, it is for your cause. It's got to be the Corys, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. I don't feel confident about it. It's got to be the Corys.
Yeah, I guess.
The Corys. Okay, correct. Well done.
Let's go with that.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. Woof.
He's speaking directly to the Corys.
Okay.
Okay, number 16. What does Paul say about being unequally yoked in 2 Corinthians 6:14? A, it refers to physical labor. B, it means Christians should not marry non-believers. C, it warns against partnerships with unbelievers. Or D, it is an agricultural reference without spiritual meaning.
What was the question again?
What does Paul say about being unequally yoked?
Oh, okay.
Um,
Help me out again. Sorry.
unequally yoked. Yeah.
Okay, so
sorry.
A is physical labor.
Okay.
B, it means Christians should not marry non-believers.
Yeah, it's that one.
That one.
It's
That one. That one. We did this last time.
yes.
That one.
Okay. Interesting. So it's C.
What?
It warns against partnerships with unbelievers.
Oh.
I did wonder if this was a Trixie Lixie.
Oh, that's Trixie.
Oh, come
That's
on.
Trixie.
We're rocking on.
He clarifies here, Paul uses the metaphor of yoking oxen to warn against close relationships, especially spiritual or moral ones, between believers and non-believers.
Rockanon says that they'll accept it because
Oh,
B and C are similar. So
Yeah.
I guess
I
we
mean,
get
they are
that one.
similar. This is true. Okay. Great. It's good to have such a lenient professor for this one.
Very.
Okay, here we go. Number 17. What is, quote, Belial, end quote,
Oh, yes.
in 2 Corinthians 6:15? Is it A, a temple in Corinth, B, a false god or force of wickedness, C, a Pharisee who opposed Paul, or D, a Roman official?
I think it's a false god. Wasn't that our predominant theory?
I
Sure.
thought so, yeah. I thought it was a demon.
Yeah, that
or
makes
something.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, B. A false god, yes, correct.
Good job.
Well
Good job.
done. Often associated with Satan or corrupt influences. Okay, love it. 18. Who is Titus, and what role does he play in 2 Corinthians 7:6 through 7? Is he A, a Roman governor?
Governor?
B, a friend of Paul who brought good news from Corinth? C, a false teacher Paul rebukes? Or D, a prophet who predicts Paul's future?
He's not a prophet. He's not a false teacher. What were the other two, the first two?
A Roman governor, or B, a friend of Paul who brought good news from Corinth?
He's a buddy.
I think it's got to be B.
B is for buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
B is for buddy. Yeah, great. B is for buddy.
Sure.
Correct. Well done.
Great.
All right. Number 19. According to Paul, how did Jesus demonstrate grace? Was it A, by performing miracles? B, by becoming poor so that others might become rich? C, by teaching parables? Or D, by defeating Rome?
Defeating Rome.
What?
Yeah,
No, we
pretty
What
didn't.
was he, the
Jesus
gladiator?
did that.
Like, okay, hold on.
Seriously.
Parables, miracles, becoming
Parables.
poor. I don't feel like any of those. Maybe becoming
How
poor?
did he demonstrate grace?
Miracles?
Give us the rundown
Maybe
again.
miracles.
Except for the last one.
Okay, was
I
it
would
by-
say miracles.
By performing miracles. B, by becoming poor so that others might become rich.
I
C,
don't
by
recall
teaching
that.
parables. And D, by defeating Rome.
So is parables or miracles? Or
I do feel like I remember Paul saying some such something about being poor, though, about Jesus.
I feel like
Really?
that's maybe the strongest one.
It could be.
Okay. Really?
Mhm.
Like that he became poor so that others might become rich in a metaphorical way.
Okay. Sure. Maybe.
Does that feel good to you? I just have this weird. I got a
That's what
feeling.
y'all
It's
think.
a vibe. It's
Sure,
a vibe space
I
thing.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like vibe coding.
Okay, B. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Becoming poor so that others might become
All right.
rich. He highlights
All
Christ's humility. He left heavenly riches to live as a human and offer
Okay.
spiritual riches to humanity.
Nice.
Okay, so metaphorical. Cool.
Okay.
Number 20. We're getting there. What principle does Paul lay out about giving? A, give sparingly and save for yourself. B, give only when required. C, give bountifully and cheerfully. And D, give under compulsion, for it is commanded.
I think cheerfully. A cheerful giver. Yes, the Lord loves a cheerful giver. That's
I
where
think-
that came from. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one.
Definitely that. I think the subtext of what he was
Yeah,
saying
is
was,
D for
it is
sure.
commanded. This is under compulsion. Okay, yeah. Bountifully and cheerfully. Well done. Yes. Generosity should come from the heart, not from obligation. Okay. Number 21. In 2 Corinthians 10, Paul compares his approach to others by saying that he is, this is from today. We're caught up to today now.
Okay.
By saying that he is A, bold in person, B, gentle in person, C, harsh in person, or D, silent in person.
Thinks he's gentle in person.
Yeah. Was it
Yeah, I think it's
gentle?
just-
Because they were kind of like dunking on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, gentle in person. Yes, correct. Number 22. In 2 Corinthians 11, Paul speaks about false apostles. He describes them as A, glorious and humble. No.
Mm-mm.
B, disguised as servants of righteousness.
Mm.
C, honest and pure. Or D, open in their intentions.
Honest and
It's got
pure.
to be disguised.
But disguised is like that doesn't make sense. Disguised.
Paul speaks about false apostles.
Oh, false apostles. Okay,
Yeah.
I missed
false,
that one.
So
Yes.
disguise makes sense. I
Yes.
think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, correct. B. Well
Okay.
done.
Good.
Okay, number 23. In 2 Corinthians 12, Paul speaks of a, quote, thorn in the flesh.
Ooh.
What is the purpose of this affliction? Is it A, to make Paul stronger? B, to humble and keep Paul dependent on God? C, to test Paul's faithfulness? Or D, to punish Paul for his past sins?
I think it's to humble him and keep him dependent upon God.
Mm.
Or is it to make him stronger?
I think it's
Really?
humbling. Yeah. Based on
Yeah?
what we just read today. Yeah.
I just don't remember him saying humble specifically. Do you remember that?
What do you think, Emily? You
You
need to weigh in. You need to weigh in on something. Come on. We're so close to the end
I
of this
don't-
quiz.
I know. I don't recall the humbling, but maybe.
I mean, he did talk about like that he's weak and so he relies on God. I guess I do remember the dependent part. I just don't remember the humble, but maybe it is that.
Humbling.
Maybe it is humble.
Do it.
Okay. All right. B. Humble. Wow. Well done.
Yes.
Good job.
Okay.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
Number 24. In 2 Corinthians 13, Paul warns the Corinthians to examine themselves. What are they supposed to test? Is it A, their spiritual gifts, B, their devotion to Paul, C, their faith in Christ, or D, their financial contributions?
I mean, it's got to be faith in Christ, but again, subtext could be financial
their
contributions.
financial contributions. Yeah.
Yeah, their faith in Christ. Well done. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and last question of the real quiz part is in 2 Corinthians 10, Paul defends his ministry. What is his primary weapon in spiritual warfare? Is it A, wisdom, B,
Wisdom.
prophecy, C, prayer, or D, the gospel and the power of the Spirit?
Always choose the longest answer if you're not sure. No, it's true. That's an SAT prep
That's an
strategy.
SAT hack? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, D.
It's like if you completely are not sure and you're like at the point of just guessing, then
Right.
Are we there?
The gospel and the
this?
power of the Spirit.
Oh yeah.
Ding,
oh,
ding,
yeah.
ding.
Ding,
Okay.
ding, ding.
Okay.
All right.
SAT.
100%?
Passed. 100
So-
points.
There was one that we got wrong.
No, but Rockanon was like, I'll allow it.
No, but I think there's one we actually got
There
wrong.
was a different one we got
There
wrong.
was?
Yeah,
Which
there
one?
was. I don't remember, but I remember it.
It was
happening.
200 years ago. So
It was 200 years ago.
Damn it.
Rockanon says 96%, though. That's a solid A.
That's a Singapore A million plus.
Yeah.
can we make up the gap with our bonus questions? How many bonus questions do we have? You better not say 25.
There are 7 bonus questions.
7? This is insanity. Okay, go.
Well, okay.
Go.
So there's a description for me to read to you.
Okay.
Wrong answers won't count against your score, so feel free
Good.
to have some fun. However, the right answers will each earn the minting of 1 exclusive Coin for Christ C4C,
Ooh.
redeemable in the afterlife or at the DBS Cult compound.
Ooh.
No taxes
Okay.
to worry about, just eternal rewards or an endless supply of snacks at the compound.
Okay, I'm in. I'm back in.
Let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Number 1. Which of the 2 Corys did Dedeker get drunk with in West Hollywood?
It's a little bit of an embellishment of the story, but
Is it A, Corey Haim, B, Corey Feldman, C, both Corys, or D, neither Corey?
It was Feldman, right?
I know
It
the
was
answer
Feldman?
to this. But I think it's just
I mean, the
see if
true
two of
answer
you
is probably
listened.
neither Corey, if we're being honest here.
If it's about getting drunk with, sure. Getting drunk in
Yeah.
the same space
Yeah.
with, yes. That's maybe the more accurate
Okay. That's
I think
worth.
Felds.
phrasing.
This was Feldman, right?
It was Corey Feldman, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Cool,
Feldman.
cool. Well done. Okay, great.
Felds.
Number 2, this one's a bit controversial. Why is Jeremy Irons a better choice to play Paul than Justin Timberlake?
Oh, this seems a little subjective.
Because of his voice? Because
Okay,
he's old
so-
enough? Because he's
yeah, his delivery.
Mhm.
yeah.
Is it A, his intense voice matches Paul's earnest, sometimes harsh tone? B, Jeremy Irons can make an awkward prayer session feel deep? C, Justin Timberlake is better suited for an evangelist role? Or D, Jeremy Irons can pull off the beard better?
I think it's all of the above.
I know.
All of
Seriously. It's
them.
E, all of the above.
He made a very compelling argument in the form of a quiz.
I think it's the dulcet tones, no?
So these ones actually don't have answers written down. I
Oh.
think we
Oh,
are the
We-
bosses of
okay.
these questions in a way.
Oh,
Well, I think
okay.
we've decided it's all of the above.
Yeah, I think we've decided that. Yeah.
okay.
It is interesting. I do think that I like our idea, though, of casting different Pauls in different
Mhm,
books.
mhm.
And so I do think that the previous book was Justin Timberlake,
And this
but
one.
that this book could be Jeremy Irons.
Yeah, we're not
And
saying
by the previous,
that,
I mean Romans, not
not
the Corys,
Corinthians 1.
Yeah. Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, no, I think they're both great answers. They're both great Pauls.
They're both great Pauls. Yeah.
It just depends on which book they're
But I think
appearing
he's-
in.
Yeah, he's the more appropriate Paul for this.
Yeah,
book.
for sure.
Yeah.
Number 3. Why did Jase build a pillow fort in Palm Springs? Was it A, to prepare for a deep theological discussion? B, for a nap after an intense presentation?
Mm.
C, for the soundproofing? Or D, to make a sacred space for his research?
Ooh, I love a sacred
See,
space. I mean, we all know that Jase hates
technically.
napping, so it wouldn't be that one.
Yeah.
So it's for the soundproofing, baby.
I was going to
That's
say
so
it's
funny.
AC and D. Like everything except the nap, really. Deep
Why do you
theological
hate
discussion?
napping?
Yes.
He's genetically
Sacred
predisposed to
space.
hate napping. It's
What
a
is
fact.
wrong with naps? That's so funny.
I'm just not good at them.
I love a nap. I love a nap.
It's not the naps that
Yeah,
are wrong.
it's
It's
Jase
me.
is the one who's wrong.
I'm the one who's wrong.
Do you like a nap? Dedeker, I feel like you
Oh
like
yeah,
a nap.
yeah, I love a nap. I'm good at
Yeah,
napping.
you love a nap. Yeah, ditto. Come on. Okay.
Paul's number
All right.
4. Paul's long poetic list in 2 Corinthians 6, 4 through 10 describes his hardships and endurance. If Kendrick Lamar were to summarize it in a line, which might be most fitting? Is it A, hard times, tough times, bad times, I'm still here. B, through highs and lows, my soul still grows. C, struggle made me, but it ain't break me. Or D, I've seen it all, but I stand tall.
I feel like A or
I
C.
really like struggle made me, but it ain't break me.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Yeah, A or C.
I
Qualitatively.
kind of feel like Paul's real message, he doesn't tend to go a lot with like, that's why I'm great, because I suffered a lot, but just that I did, and I'm still here. So like,
I'm still standing.
I actually would think A. The hard times, tough times, bad times, I'm still here.
I was going to say A or C.
But struggle made me, but it ain't break me is better, though. I think just has a better ring to it. Okay, well.
A and C.
A or C? Great. Okay, that's what we picked.
Okay.
Number 5. Emily's drink, the Orange Bee, has a key ingredient that gives it a unique flair. Something that would make even James Earl Jones's deep voice say, now this is a drink.
Oh.
Which ingredient is it? Is it A, bourbon,
No.
B, lemon juice,
No.
C, blood orange peel, or D, honey?
You would know, Emily.
It's got to be the blood orange peel, right?
Yes, it's that one. C.
Yeah.
The Orange Bee.
Yeah. Because, I mean, honey is nice, but it wouldn't make James Earl Jones say, now this is a drink, because it's too commonplace, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why it's got to be the blood orange peel. Mhm. Okay, all right.
I'm going to tell Alex that. That's hysterical.
Okay, all right, number 6. Coins for Christ, C4C, is the meme coin of the future, and it's a spiritual revolution waiting to happen. What's one of the rewards for hitting a 50K market cap on pump.fun?
Oh, shit.
Oh, what did I promise that we would do?
Is it A, Dedeker will lead a prayer circle on Grindr? B, Emily will give a sermon in a real church?
I think it was that one.
C, Jase will be ordained as the high priest of crypto? Or D, Paul will write a letter to the Corinthians about it?
I mean,
It's definitely Emily doing a real
It was definitely
sermon.
Emily, yes.
Yeah, but that's kind of like the ultimate, you know, if somebody gives us, I don't know, $10,000 or something, then I'll go do that.
I mean, this is
No,
hitting a 50K
it's going to be more
market
than
cap
that.
on,
It's going
on
to,
our
okay,
meme coin.
fine, 50K.
That's
50K market cap, then sure, I'll do it. Not 10,000. That's not
Right.
enough.
Also, I feel like 50K market cap is really just like,
That's pretty low for
it's
a meme
pretty
coin.
low.
It is. It
Yeah.
I
really
feel like
is.
that's super attainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we did like 500K and then we can like, you know, forget this life of crime?
That'd be great.
Right.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Forget this life of crime by literally pursuing a life of crime. Like, that's the best part about it. Okay. Last question. The hardest question of all.
Oh, God.
Number 7. The hosts of Drunk Bible Study are A, chill, B, cool, C, Christian, D, all of the above, or E, none of the above.
Oh, we all know it's none of the above, my dude.
God, I know.
We
I
have
like-
clarified this.
In the chat, WIZHS says F, expert theologians. I also
Ooh, also
accept that
acceptable.
answer.
Also,
Also
wrong.
No, Emily, I think you sell yourself short here. I think we are expert theologians now. So I'll just write that into here. I'll just go F,
Oh, okay.
expert theologians.
So I see. We're just not even going to go with any of the answers and we're just going to make an F, expert theologians.
Yeah.
But if
Okay.
we had to pick one, it would have been E, of course.
For
that
sure.
we are neither chill nor cool nor
For
Christian.
sure.
Mm. We are not the 3 C's. We are not the 3 C's for Christ.
Oh,
Meme
my
coin,
goodness.
sadly.
Wow.
That was a beautiful quiz, Rockin' On. I
Wow,
gotta
very
say,
well done.
like,
Very
it
well
was
done.
very well done.
Yes.
And
yes.
not just because we aced it,
Right.
not just because we aced it. Well done. Yeah, that was awesome. I think this was maybe my favorite quiz we've ever taken in
Wow.
Pretty good. Pretty
7
good.
years. So that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Pretty
yes.
Has it been
good.
7 years? Has it really been 7 years?
No, it's
Really-
been more like 6.
We're coming up on 7 years. This summer
this
it'll be
is
7
the
years.
7th year, which
You're
is
right.
kind of cool, actually, like to end
That's
on a
wild.
7.
Yeah.
You're right. It is
Yeah.
sort of holy in that
Oh,
way.
Yeah.
that's lucky.
Indeed.
That's
And
lucky.
the
Indeed.
7th year is the year that we rest, I guess.
I guess.
Or make a different
Please.
show. I don't know what happens.
I mean, we don't
still
know. We don't know how to rest.
We will probably rest a little bit. Like, let's just be real. We'll rest a little bit once this.
A little bit at least.
But then
someday
what we're doing.
DBS will come back, much like Jesus will come back, and there will be signs and symbols that you'll be on the lookout for.
Got it. Yeah.
But we will also come like a thief in the night.
Yeah.
When you're not expecting.
You won't be expecting it.
Yeah. So we'll see.
People are saying the Book of Mormon, which is funny because, there was a clan of Mormons the other day. And I saw Mormon women, young Mormon women also being like, hi, would you like to go to church with us? And I was like, no. I'm like, oh, no, thank you. And I ran away.
Aww.
Emily, my goal for you is that in that situation, you would go, yes, and I would love to discuss with you all afterward. Is there a discussion group that you have after the service?
Oh, boy.
That's a good goal. That's a good goal. Secondary to Emily doing a real sermon in a real church. But I think you being able to, handle a situation like that with aplomb. I don't know about excited. Just like
I feel like Jase is really excited by the Mormons.
I'm excited. I would be excited by it. Yeah.
Hasn't this happened? Haven't the Mormons knocked on your door?
Yeah, they did come not too long ago. Yes.
Yes, and they gave us a Book of Mormon, which is very nice, but they've never invited me to church.
Oh, all of these people were like, would you like to go to church with us? And I was like, no.
I have sadly never been invited to go to church with Mormons.
I see. Well, you should have been here in Washington Heights 2 days ago. They were everywhere.
I would have loved it. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well, we did it, everyone.
What a delightful time.
What are we doing next week? Or is next week happening?
Yes, next week is happening. So we're doing Galatians.
And
Galatians is just 2 episodes.
Wow.
Okay.
And then we will be taking a 2 or 3 weeks off because we just have different stuff coming up. Like I'll be at a conference and Dedeker's going to be at a conference retreat thing. Like we're doing a bunch of stuff. So we're going to take a few weeks off after Galatians. So be sure you come, stick around for that. The whole book's only 6 chapters. So
wow.
It's going to be real short.
Tear through it.
And then we'll have a few weeks off and then we'll come right back for Ephesians and then Philippians, Colossians, Thessalonians, Timothy's. And so on.
So many
But we'll be here the next 2 weeks. So come next week.
Yes.
Or the following week.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Right. And Galatians means milky white people.
Of course it does.
John Dolph the mic told us that in the chat.
Of course it does. And on that note, bye.
All right.
Everybody.
Thanks, everybody.